Hey everybody, and welcome to Writer Groupie. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you get some value, education, maybe even at least entertainment out of this video. And I'm going to get started right away because I'm doing a kind of a short one today. It's going to be all about questions that writers ask. Coming up. Okay, so question number one. What is an acquisitions editor? An acquisitions editor is probably the first person who's going to get an eye on your manuscript. As a general rule, they're the ones who say yes or no to accepting a manuscript. They go through the solicited and the unsolicited submissions, and they help you develop content for marketing. They are a very important part of the publishing process, and you should pay attention to anything that has to do with acquisitions. The second question that I'm often asked is, what is a 3-act structure? A 3-act structure is a structure that you write your story in. If you go out and look online, you'll see sometimes it's shown as being a line, like a series of steps leading up to a point and then a series of steps downward. It's the first part is your inciting incident, the introduction of your characters, and then you have the midpoint, and there's a lot of other stuff in between. I'm just really briefly going over this. The midpoint where the story turns and takes a different track. And then you have the climax, which is the end of the story. And that's 3 different parts of the story, and all of them are equally as important. So don't forget and don't leave any of them out. Third question, you guys, is where can I find beta readers? This is a very difficult question. I myself have problems sometimes finding beta readers. I have found them on Facebook. I have found them on Discord. And I have had some critique partners who offered to beta read for me. That is probably the least acceptable means of getting a beta read. Your critique partners should not be your beta readers for various reasons. One being that they are your first readers. They are your critiquers. They're the ones who find the problems and help you to fix it, give you tips and tricks on how to make your manuscript better. And they've usually already read it in some form or another. So to ask them to beta read it is a little bit weird. So you can go on Facebook and look in Facebook groups, and generally there are beta reader groups that you can find there. And I know if you Google beta readers, you'll find a ton. Fourth question, when should I set up a pre-order? Well, it really depends on what vendors that you're talking about. I only go with Amazon. I set up my pre-order as soon as I feel like the book is on its way to being finished. I generally do this a month or 2 away from the actual release date. But thank you to Amazon, they have got it set up where you can set up a pre-order as far in advance as maybe a year. So that shouldn't deter you from setting up your pre-order well in advance so that you can tease things like your cover and an excerpt and blurbs and things like that, because you want to be able to get people interested in the book enough so that when the pre-order is announced, they just go right out and purchase your book. That is the whole reason for a pre-order. And lastly, how long should a novel be? Length of stories is a very, very popular question. Some people do not understand the differences in stories, like the differences between a short story and a novella or a novella and a novel. But to keep on point, a novel should be above 40 to 45,000 words. Anywhere between 45 to 50,000 words is kind of like a short novel. I strive to keep mine between 70 and 80,000 words because especially today with everybody reading on e-readers, it gets kind of tiring eye-wise to just constantly put a reading, going down your scroll. And so to keep it shorter is always better, but I'm not advocating the novella or the short story length unless that is your intention for your story. Well, that's it for me today, you guys. I know it was a short one, but I promise I'll try and do a longer one on the next video, which should probably come out around the first part of April. Isn't that exciting? Also, don't forget, my latest novel, The Little Theater, is now available on Amazon to purchase. It's no longer on pre-order. It is out there to buy. And I am going to be coming out with the bundle very, very soon. I am working a job now and having to do my writing stuff on the side, so it's just taking me a little bit longer. But the first 3 books in the Mount Moriah series will be coming out in a bundle very soon, and I'll announce that probably in the next video because hopefully I will have gotten it out by then. Anyway, I have enjoyed chatting with you today. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions you would like for me to answer on Writer Groupie, just leave me a comment down below. I'll be happy to try and answer any questions you might have. Okay, until next time, everybody be sweet.